All right, everybody, and welcome to Real Time for the Real Everyday Movie Fan. I am, of course, Josh Williams,
And I'm Ryan Murphy.
and today, oh boy, per Ryan's request, we do need to keep up with doing the every anniversary, but today we have the displeasure of we are reviewing Stepsister from Planet Weird. Oh
What are you
boy,
talking about? This was great. No, it's not.
no, it's not.
We
But
had
but
talked earlier about in one of our previous reviews. We talked about how Up and Away was the one of the movies at least from Disney Channel original. One of the Disney Channel original movies we grew up with that we never even liked even as kids, and this is the other one. So those are the two really bad ones that even as kids we were like, this sucks. Was Up and Away and
definitely.
Stepsister from Planet Weird.
Because even when I was a kid, this movie didn't make any sense. But we'll get into it here in a minute. But before we move forward, for somebody who didn't know, who all was really in this of note? There are a couple people who are of note, who are actors and actresses.
I forgot that you were going to make me do this, so I
Oh,
don't
I'm sorry.
know.
Well, I got
But I know that Lance Guest was in the movie,
yep,
and
Lance.
Lance Guest from The Last Starfighter,
Mm-hmm.
a huge cult classic movie, but also Courtney Draper not from the Matrix, from the Jersey.
Yep.
Uh, so that's all I got.
Well, there's a couple others who are more in the realm of Disney. Like you had Miles Jeffrey, he was also in a lot of Disney Channel original movies, most notably my mom has a date with a vampire.
Okay.
That for me, like for people who are Disney Channel original movie fans, and also the other one was Lauren Maltby, but she was like one of the people in Xenon. She was one of the like I think she was like the bad person or like the person who I don't know, but she was another notable Disney Channel
Okay.
actress who was always splashing around. But let's get right into this. Before I talked to Ryan, I was like, I watched this earlier, and I just kind of had my hands on my head the whole time, just like, what am I doing to myself? I need to be making smarter choices with my life because I could be watching something much better, which is helping because I was in the middle of watching The Vast of Night, which just came out earlier a couple weeks ago. It's on VOD, but this movie I think is what gave me my headache. It's just we said it earlier. This movie even for a Disney Channel movie, it just made no sense. And you said it. You said it earlier. Like even when I was a kid, I remember watching this movie. Like this movie just sucks. And for me, it all had to do with the concept. I don't know about you, but for me, the biggest thing about this is just the plain simple concept, and the dreadfully horrible CG. I don't know. What about you?
Well, I mean, well, that's interesting you say that because I was gonna say whenever I watch a bad movie, I'm thinking, what could work about this? What could you take? Because with the exception of like the Star Wars sequels, there's really not a lot out there that just absolutely is terrible and it's very Inception. Like even The Room, you can make that
Yeah,
work, right? Like a girlfriend is cheating on him with his best friend. Okay, there's a movie there somewhere. So like I said, with the exception of the Star Wars sequels, nothing's really rotten to its core. And this has a workable premise of steps. I have a new step family, right? That's something a lot of people relate to, and they're aliens. Okay, there's a good movie in there somewhere. What did you find so distasteful about the setup?
okay, maybe it wasn't maybe they used the wrong word. Not the I guess not the concept. That part, yeah, that part you can universally use. It's just the type of aliens they were. Just even for someone who we don't know anything much about aliens and everything like that. But even for that, like what type of aliens they are, just like logically speaking, or even just like thinking of it in a sci-fi perspective, still it just makes no sense.
They're
And
bubbles.
how they're able to anamorphically make themselves human and stuff like that. I don't know
Yeah, they're
that.
bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's lots of dumb jokes in there about your mother was a very lively bubble and stuff like that. And I'm like, God,
Yeah, no, this it doesn't work.
I fear the
But
wind. Like they're
yeah,
allergic to the wind. Like you would not last very long on Earth.
right? Like there's wind literally everywhere. That's the part where, like they said, the concept of that and their alien race just they tried to make it, thought out, but it really wasn't. It just had a lot of holes. And like I said, even for a Disney Channel original movie, this is a really bad concept for an alien race. Um, but besides that, I mean, even then, like it's just it treaded along a lot longer than it needed to be, and even then, like the jokes were not funny, and the very end was just extremely cheesy
Yeah.
to the point where I just was. I don't know. I kind of closed my eyes because I just didn't want the burn in my retinas.
Well, it's funny because, well, like we said about Up, Up and Away, it's like you can do this sort of tongue-in-cheek thing if it's funny and entertaining, but it's not funny. There's not a to quote Gene Siskel in his review of North, the most scathing review ever. He goes, "There's not a joke that works. There's,
They're,
I mean, there's just it's not entertaining. It's just stupid, and there's not really a whole lot more to really say. The end is, you're right, it's really terrible. I'd say spoilers, but no one cares. No one cares.
I mean, people who are listening to this they've already seen it. They're just like reliving it with us.
Or if you're watching this and you're like, man, I hope they don't ruin this for me because I really got to watch this movie.
Sorry.
But no, like where the bad guys, the big bubble at the end, they blow them away with the stuff. Okay, they're using hair dryers and stuff, right. And they're not connected to anything.
That's the part that gets me too. Is like I don't see a extension cord. I don't see anything.
There's nothing.
And then the kid comes out with this huge ass like leaf blower, and I was just like, why didn't you guys think of that beforehand? Like,
yeah, I'm sorry, if leaf blowers can kill these things, this woman's gonna be a widow real quickly. Like,
right.
Oh man, it's just not. It's not good.
It's really not. I mean, I was trying to just now think of any redeeming quality, and the only thing I could maybe think of was Courtney Draper was pretty good and was okay in her role, what she was given. Sure. I mean, that's the only thing I can really think of. But even the main character, that Ariel, she was even for her acting, even like I said. I'm even this to preface this is a Disney Channel original movie, but you have to, even for their standards of some of these great movies we've talked about in the past, it just falls way below the bar. Yeah. Like I said, that's why Courtney Draper kind of stood out for me, because she was given, she did pretty well at. But other than that, guys, I mean, if you're gonna watch any of the Disney Channel original movies, if you want to watch it, go ahead, but at your own peril. You'll probably need some aspirin afterwards. Yeah. Just watch something else that's much better. I don't know. But
the good news is the worst of the movies are now behind us.
Yeah.
Next up, I think, is Quince, which is okay.
I actually, I mean, that one's okay. Yeah. Like I said, that premise can work, and I do love the actress who's in it. She's always good in Halloween Town. Mm-hmm. So I think, what's that?
Save it for the review, Josh.
I know. I was gonna say, I'm looking forward to talking about that one and revisiting that one. But this one, now that I've seen it, unless my daughter maybe want to see it when she gets much older, because I'm going to be introducing her to some of these Disney Channel original movies, and she happens to comes across it, maybe then I'll watch it with her, but I will not even dare, revisit this film again.
Your daughter can watch better things.
Yeah, I'm going to introduce her to much better things.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, folks, well, that'll do it for us today. Thank you very much for listening today. Where I did actually get my webcam in, so hopefully me and Ryan will be able to do more video reviews for you guys with us being in on Skype or, what's the other video thing that people are using now? Zoom. We can either use that or that, depending upon which one has better video quality. But thank you very much for listening to us. Give us a like, share, and subscribe if you liked what you listened to here today. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Stardust. Links are in the description box below. And for one last thing, Ryan, go ahead and give a plug to your comic book you have going on. Let people know about it, because I know you're trying to get the Patreon going, get people on board. Tell them a little bit about it who maybe haven't heard it yet.
Well, working on a comic book called Disney vs. Zombies, and as you can imagine from the title, it's totally not-for-profit. It's totally copyrighted material. It's a fan-based project. So I'm just looking to get it funded, basically. If push comes to shove, I can fund it myself slowly over the next 10 to 20 years. But I'd prefer to not have it take that long. Right now, we're just asking for $500 on Kickstarter, which is nothing for Kickstarter. People get millions on Kickstarter. So right now, I'm just there's not a lot of perks I can give people because it's all copyrighted material. But I'm asking basically for like $1. I have like 1,000 followers on the Facebook page now, and $12 on Kickstarter. So not everyone's giving. That's okay. But if you'd like to, that'd be great. And I actually have gone ahead and commissioned the second piece of artwork. So I'm looking forward to everyone seeing that.
Yeah, you told me about the concept, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to donate myself. Like I told you, I keep forgetting I have a lot of stuff going on here on my end, but I personally am going to be donating to you, even though, we do this thing together. This is also your thing, and I want to support you in it. Support him, guys. I mean, this concept and the whole comic book itself looks really great. If you want to check out the Facebook page, the first artwork looks absolutely amazing. I'm very proud of you, Ryan, for going for this, and I do believe you'll get the comic book off the round. So anybody listening, please go ahead and please donate to it. I think it could be a really fun and enjoyable comic book. But that'll do it for today. Again, I'm Josh Williams.
And I'm Ryan Murphy.
And thank you for keeping it real.
With ReelTime.